One thing people ask me all the time is, are those irons brand new? Believe it or not, these irons are actually almost about 4 years old now. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how I keep my clubs in my bag looking like this. These are the 923 JPX Hot Metal Mizuno irons. For those of you wondering, I have a full length video if you want to check the top right on my full bag if you want to see everything. So let's really talk about into it. And it only takes a few minutes after each round to clean your clubs, so we'll get into that. Golf clubs aren't cheap, as we know. Everybody knows golf clubs are very expensive, especially nowadays. Whether you have a few $100s or a couple thousand of them, I think if you're investing that much money, I truly think you need to take the time and take care of them as best you can. This is my current bag. One thing you'll probably notice is every club has a purpose, but they all get treated exactly the same, especially when I get home from playing. First thing I do is grab a spray bottle. Nothing crazy. I actually have an old Windex bottle. For clarification, there's not Windex in this. It's actually just a tad bit of soap, Dawn dish soap to be exact, and a little bit of water, of course. So what I like to do is I like to spray each club down and use a soft brush to clean the grooves. As you can see here, they'll actually link the description below if you guys want this brush. It's really good. You see right here, after you shake it up, it actually starts producing water out of it, and that can also be kind of helped out from cleaning these grooves and everything like that. That being said, you don't have to scrub like crazy or anything. You really just have to kind of get rid of that dirt, grass, or any sand that builds up after every round. Of course, you're going to have some kind of buildup on the faces as well too, but the biggest thing you want to pay attention to, for me anyways, is always the grooves, as you can see here. You don't have to go crazy with it. I actually suggest doing this in a bathroom, because then you can kind of wash it off. Now, the key is here, I'm holding the hosel right there, the little spot right there. You don't really want to get that little black part wet. That's where the obviously the golf club is stuck there. Eventually, if too much water is over that, you can kind of have them eventually wear down. And sometimes I've had actually people, their heads have fallen off because of that. That being said, like I said, I hold that part. I don't let that part get wet or anything. And of course, then drying your club is very important as well. I like to dry the entire club. I even like to go all the way down the shaft. And I do like to make sure my grips are clean too. It's definitely important to clean your grips as well. Rubbing alcohol works on some grips. Sometimes you can use a damp rag, but I do recommend cleaning your grips as well. And of course, use a soft towel or a soft rag. We'll do golf. They make golf rags that work the best. Particularly, I'm using just some old normal rags we have that are pretty soft and they work out pretty well. Now, the biggest thing that really keeps here's the part where people are going to have opinions on are iron covers. So as you know, most drivers, everything else, putter and all that have covers. I'm actually a big believer in iron covers as well. Some people absolutely hate them. Personally, they've worked great for me. My irons are almost 4 years old now, and I think they've helped me keep them from banging to each other and riding around in the bag. And I think that is one of the biggest reasons why my irons still look so good today. That, and I keep them of course, in the house. I don't put my golf clubs in a shed or anything like that. They always stay in my house after a round, and I always clean them afterwards as well. If you don't like iron covers, that's perfectly fine. They're not for everybody, but for me, I think they've absolutely been worth it, hands down. Now we're going to talk about the kind of storage and stuff, and after what I do after I dry my clubs off and have been cleaned. As you can see, I put my covers all back on, and I have my bag as so. One thing I like to do is keep, of course, the clubs inside the house. I don't leave them sitting around in a hot trunk, garage, or anything like that for long periods. Heat and humidity aren't great for your grips, shafts, or any of that. And so bringing them inside is just going to keep small things that help keep them in. And these kind of small things keep them in good shape. I do have this golf rack if you guys want this too. I actually have a little golf stand, as you can see. My golf bag goes on it, and it has a bunch of other little goodies too, and it's in the link description and below. Now, again, after I'm done playing, I always make sure my golf clubs are clean. But doing all this, drying them out, and the covers, it helps them last longer, keeps them from getting stiff, and they're ready to play next time I go play. So, like today, actually. So, at the end of the day, none of this takes very long, but over the course of years, I really think it makes a huge difference. Hopefully, these tips help you and your club's looking new too. If you have any cleaning tips of your own, let me know down in the comments below what you suggest or what you decided, or how you clean your clubs maybe, or anything like that. Again, and apparently, you can hold your golf balls on this. You can hold your I hold my golf shoes, actually. I've got my new case of balls ready to go, some Pro V1s, my little shot scope, which is a launch monitor down here as well. So I've got all of that and ready to go. And of course, again, my golf shoes. I've actually had these golf shoes too as well for quite a while as well. And of course, it also holds golf clubs as well too here on the left side of the rack. That just adds more to it. Of course, on top of holding the bag, and of course, you got the little bungee cord holding that, and it even holds hats. So you got a lot of compartments with this kind of little golf rack here. And apparently my cat wanted to say hi before I end the video. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.